As Michelle Obama once said, you don't have to be somebody different to be important. You're important in your own right. Her words inspire people around the world every single day. Michelle Obama was the First Lady of the United States for 8 years. She is much more than that, though. She was and still is constantly trying to find new ways to help others. She fights for equality, especially for women, and she encourages girls all around the world to stand up for themselves and to be confident. She also pushes people to better themselves and their ways of life. She gives all she can to those who deserve it the most. She believes girls worldwide deserve the same education that boys receive. As of now, more than 62 million girls are not in school. This is so heartbreaking because all of these girls have a burning desire to learn. They have big dreams for themselves. These girls are no less smart or deserving than any other girl or person receiving an education. Their families simply can't afford the school fees, or the nearest school is hours away. Or the school nearby doesn't have adequate bathroom facilities for girls, so they're forced to stay home during their menstrual cycles, and they wind up falling behind and dropping out. Michelle has met with many of these girls in other countries, such as Morocco and Liberia, and she built a special relationship with them. She discovered the main problem for them not receiving an education is really about attitudes and beliefs. The families and communities simply don't think girls are worthy of an education, and they choose to marry them off as teenagers instead, often forcing them to start having children when they are still children themselves. This experience impacted Michelle so much that her and her husband, Barack Obama, started the Let Girls Learn campaign, which is an initiative to help adolescent girls worldwide attend school. They run girls' empowerment programs and work to end gender violence in schools. They support new, second chance schools for girls who were forced to drop out because of pregnancy or rape. They're helping to transform high schools across the country, and they're supporting new school dormitories to allow girls from rural areas attend school far from home. Michelle does not only help girls worldwide, but all kids worldwide. In 2010, she launched the Let's Move campaign, which was an initiative to raise public awareness about the problems associated with childhood obesity by urging kids to be more physically active. One of the most significant and controversial acts the campaign identified was improving the quality of food served in schools. The effort happened in 2010, a few months after the campaign was launched, with the passage of the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act, which allowed the U.S. Agriculture Department to set new nutritional standards for all foods sold in schools for the first time in more than 30 years. The new requirements also called for increased servings of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains in meals, as well as decreases in the amount of sodium and sugar and a ban on trans fats. Michelle Obama also collaborated with the food and beverage industry to get them to reduce sodium content and include calorie amounts on the labels of soft drinks. She also worked to improve accessibility and affordability of healthy foods and increased opportunities for kids to play and move. Michelle doesn't just help children, but adults who deserve it the most. She has worked very hard to get veterans off the streets. 5 years ago, Michelle and Jill Biden had set up a nationwide program called Joining Forces to help veterans and their families gain access to public and private services to help them transition back to civilian life and face other challenges. This program has matched 1.5 million veterans and military spouses with jobs or job training since it first launched. Another program Michelle started was the IT Training and Certification Partnership, and this program enabled thousands of service members to earn industry-recognized information technology, IT, certifications before they transitioned from military service. Michelle believed that the beauty of these successes is what shows the world that if veteran homelessness can end, then the homelessness for other populations can end too, such as families, LGBT youth, and senior citizens. Aside from this program, a second major partnership developed through the Military Credentialing and Licensing Task Force which was established by the Department of Defense at President Obama's direction. The new partnerships provided opportunities for up to 161,000 service members to gain industry-recognized, nationally portable certifications necessary for 12 high-demand technology professions, including computer programmers, quality assurance engineers, and IT security analysts. Michelle Obama has used her time as First Lady to improve, help, and inspire people worldwide. She showed the world how to be brave and confident. She taught people how to stand up for themselves. She gives off positivity to everyone she meets, and she fights for others when they can't fight for themselves. She is a role model for all and has set the standards extremely high for First Ladies to come.